How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Checking out a commander that's been in standard for a bit, and that's Satsuki the Living Lore. So we've done Satsuki before, but Dominaria United has a bunch of new enchantments that might make her a little stronger. I haven't seen quite yet if that's going to be the case, but there are a couple of new additions, so I thought it'd be worth giving her another go. So we're a standard enchantment deck, basically. Ooh. Yeah, the Cessus was probably the right choice, right? Well, let's get rid of the graveyards. Fall of Lord Konda actually is kind of good against Shieldred. A Shieldred is a 4-power creature. Excuse me. It's not looking good, is it? Satsuki's actually pretty good with I guess Calyx is just the best choice. We'll deal 4 damage. I guess they're gonna block. With Calyx, it shouldn't matter too much if they discard our hand away. Rest in Peace is kind of dunking on us, but against a black deck, I'm kind of more willing to have it out than have it just sit in the back, you know? Let's see if we can get anything good. What is this green? Okay, I guess I'll take the Harmonic. I do want a Sanborn Convergence eventually, but I don't have the means to utilize it yet. We're going to keep back on block so that the Howling Golem is forced to trade if it wants to go in. Yeah, no way, we're not blocking that. Well, you can't Phyrexian Arena. Since we're going to be using Lord Konda, we might as well gain a little bit extra life. Adios, Shieldred. Overwhelming Splendor. And we'll cash in our treasure for a Starfield Mystic. We should have done that first. I didn't realize it was a treasure. I thought it was like a clue or something. You don't know where I got it from. That's actually a gold token. Okay. Resolve. The Mending. Or do I want to go for Satsuki? Let's draw a card with Calyx first. And we didn't hit anything. Okay. Let's go for this. Then this. Hey, we hit a land. And that's all we can do, unfortunately. We can... Gonna keep that back on defense, right? Unfortunately, yeah, I don't know if it is a good thing. Phyrexian Reclamation makes it seem like it's probably a good thing that we have a Rest in Peace. But we also are kind of a graveyard strategy in our own right, right? Hero's Downfall. I remember opening that at Rare and it got downshifted. And it's just sad days, man. Sad days, you know? Let's get rid of that Shieldred. Get ourselves a Nickbloom Agent. Swing in with everything. So the Nickbloom Agent's a bit of bait. If they have a removal spell, they kind of have to get rid of the Nickbloom Ancient, right? We don't actually need it because we don't have anything to cast with it, but the fact that it is such a game-impacting card means that our opponent will be trying to kill it, right? Because if they don't kill it, we will use it for something. Yeah, like playing absurdly overcosted enchantments. So we got a lot of value there. That's the whole plan of the deck. I was trying to build a deck around my quest, and then I just didn't do that. I thought I was going to do it, but I didn't. Like, I checked out all the black commanders, and there wasn't anything that really was catching my interest. But I've really been liking some Saga play recently, so it's a good time to revisit Satsuki. I wonder if there's any standard implication for her. Probably not, because getting 2 effects out of an enter the battlefield trigger on a Saga just doesn't seem that valuable. Like, there isn't a Saga in standard at the moment that I'm thinking would really benefit from having the second lore counter first, or having 2 lore counter activations in a turn. And that said, like, all of the new Sagas from Dominaria United are read ahead sagas, right? So you can choose where they start anyways. So it doesn't really matter if doesn't really matter if you start at 1 and then get 2. All you really get from that is the you would get both activations instead of the single activation that you would get from read ahead, right? But a lot of the times with the read ahead cycle, they're just not that. They're still good. It's just that they're not. They're meant for the first ability to be something that you would be okay with skipping, right? Like, if you look at this, if you want the pump, you gotta have the pump, right? The first ability isn't. It's really good, but it's not gonna break the bank, you know? Honestly, I think they weren't. Don't want to say they went safe with Sagas, but I think this time around they went safe with Sagas. Like, Saga's initial printing was like after the whole Kaladesh fiasco and that kind of thing. So it's understandable that they weren't as powerful, but there were still some pretty decent Sagas in this first printing, right? You have like the double pip white in 1 where you get 2 2/2s and then they become 4/3s. Some kind of Knight's Benalia card. Don't remember its exact name, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Four more. Okay. So I think I'm going to play this. Swing in for 1, and then I can get the rights of it. Hold on. To flip next turn. Ideally, we want to go towards Mending of Dominaria, because Mending has 3 lands in the graveyard already. I'd also like me some... Goodbye, Harrow. Yeah. Let's get me a land. I think you can get lands, right? No, it only gets creatures. Well, buoy to that. So they got Kolos off their first bridge activation. That's pretty dumb. Pretty dumb. So I think I'm going to go into Cathar's Crusade and then hopefully maybe my commander. Because that seems like it could have enough value. Like, at this point, we just need to get enough value to murder them before they murder us. I need another white source to make that happen, right? Yeah, because this only makes green. Either that or I can find another green creature, right? I could also Calyx. Dude, that is uncool. Well, I think we're dead. Free Golos into free Karn's Temporal Sundering. Into free Golos activation? Pretty dead. This one only gets rid of creatures or enchantments. We actually should have just Calyxed last turn and gotten rid of the planar bridge, right? So this is only 3 mana. Yeah, this is probably the most actionable line. Well, I think we're just dead. We can play it out, but no way out of this, right? So that's game 2. Then we'll move on to game 3. So we're 1-1 at the moment. And we probably would have had a better chance last game had I thought out my lines a little bit better. Jin-Cataxius, Progress Tyrant. Why is it that my deck only wants to give me one type of land? Yeah, that's fine. Instant or sorcery. Okay, so he doesn't actually affect enchantments. That's pretty good, considering Rest in Peace. No flashback cards, please. So we can't reanimate anything with it. That's a little bit bad, but we don't have to discard anything either, so decline. Legion's Landing. Go make a bird. So we could have drawn there, but I'm afraid of our opponent drawing into gas. Like, they're mono blue Jin-Cataxius, right? So their build is either control. Well, it's got to be control, right? So let's see how much they value a Skyclave Relic. I kind of thought that they'd have a counterspell. You know what I haven't seen in I needed those. What I haven't seen in in the format recently that I really want to see is the new Lotus New Lotus card. I think I'm going to take this one and then run her out as bait. Didn't buy the bait. So I have access to 3 more mass bounce spells, I think. So they have the one from Innistrad that bounces a creature. They have like the standard good one, River's Rebuke, that's always been in the format. And then there's one other one, I do believe. Decline. This is the tome. Probably shouldn't let that happen, right? So we actually have, yeah, this actually wipes our abilities, which is why we don't really have a use for a commander at the moment. So we have our Vivian at 8. Loyalty, that's really good. Now they have Vigilance, Trample, and Indestructible. Indestructible is the big one. It's not going to keep them from getting bounced, but... An odd choice to be sure. So, what do I want for my Saga or creature? Actually, we'll just take Calyx. My creatures are... should be indestructible now. Why don't I have an emblem? I seem to be missing an emblem. Definitely ultimated a Vivian. Bug maybe? I don't know. That was weird. I guess we're doing a game 4. I had not intended to, but I was so worried about my missing emblem that I just kind of stopped thinking and just went forward, right? So game 4. Ooh, we're up against a new commander. So I've thought about building around this commander. Couple of issues with her. She's just not very exciting, at least as far as I can tell. So she's banned, and at the beginning of your instep, you may pay X, draw X cards. And X can't be greater than the amount of life gain this turn. So he's a life gain commander. Not particularly interesting in that regard, right? Those Bant, like, we haven't had like a really dedicated Bant life gain commander, so that's kind of nice. You get things like, you have all the Soul Sisters in white. You have Prosperous Innkeeper, kind of like a backup Soul Sister. In green. In blue and white, you kind of have like Sphinx's Revelation and a couple of other like Azorius type creatures. This is actually a neat interaction too. I hope I draw land. Hey, let's prevent the neatest of interactions from happening. Would have been cool, but green ramp spell plus a bunch of tokens will mean that Galley Greeters will interact every turn, and that Prosperous Innkeeper will gain a bunch of life, which means the commander will be able to go off a bunch. They've made a lot of treasures. Like, they're banking the mana. I don't know what for, but it's probably not good, right? Why would it be good? So they herald away their only white source. To get a white source and a green source. Gain 1 life, gain 2 life. So now they can activate it for at least 3, although they only have 2 mana to go for, so... Let's see if we get a cool enchantment. Not really. So, do I need a block? I probably need a blocker, if I'm being honest. Anakin is also the most mana efficient thing we can do at the moment. Next turn we'll be able to flip Growing Rights. We're still not in a great position, right? Because they're gaining a lot of life and drawing a lot of cards. Yeah, there's some of the Azorius life gain, right? Because they enter the battlefield and they draw a card. I really wish I had drawn a land. I guess we're just going to go with plan A, right? Doesn't really matter. So we're growing a cool. So when they attack in, we'll change it back. Yeah, let's do it now. This might prevent some card draw. Actually, it wouldn't, because split second, right? Yeah. Kind of forgot about that. Ooh, this could be fun, actually. How much mana do I have? Control Z. So I have 5 plus 4. I don't have enough. Rude. Okay. I guess we posture. We can leave full control behind. We're gonna... So next turn, I'm gonna destroy all the lands. Follow the Throne is the plan. It might be too late by then. I could just Overwhelming Splendor too, right? That's probably a better line. I kind of like the BM though. Follow the Thran. Control. Okay, they're done. There was a chance that the blue mana that was over there was a counterspell, but it wasn't. So we are good and very lucky. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time around. Bye for now.